This tour will take you from the Garden Tomb through Conrad Schick Street and Shem Street, Nablus Street, through Damascus Gate to here, and here you will see the two junctions. Today we will use that street and not Al-Wad Street, because today it's the holiday of the Prophet Muhammad and it's going to be too crowded and all the disciples will reach the Temple Mount. We will use that street until we will reach the roof of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, and we will enter to the tomb of Jesus at the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. Then it's going to be from one garden or one tomb of Jesus to the second option of Jesus as well. Just to show you everything here, this is all city, and Christian quarter is around the church, Muslim quarter is the biggest one, and the Temple Mount, Al-Aqsa Mosque, the Jewish quarter, and the Armenian quarter is the smallest. We'll take you to the two tombs of Jesus. We are now at the Garden Tomb Garden at outside Damascus Gate. They took something that was here.
Yeah, my water.
Yeah, the group, I think the group took it. And then in that case, this is the second option. There are two options. I know that for some of you it sounds strange, but at the end of the tour, you will understand everything. And I will take a video of the path from one to another option at the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, and we will be followed by the Jerusalem cross, and this is for Mick that asked me for that. I'm blessing that cross for him. I can bless anything that he will ask me to, and I will of course ship it to him, then he will get it full with energy. And this is from olive wood. Then Jerusalem cross, you can see here the main cross, which is that one is the center of the word, and this is Jerusalem. There are small other crosses, which is for gospels and whatever you want. But the idea is that the main one is the center of the word, and this is Jerusalem. Then let me bless it here. And I will talk about the tomb soon, mainly because I don't want to disturb people who come to pray here. As you can see, there are three places, but it's more likely tombs from the first temple time, which is 100 years before Jesus. But if so many people believe in it, who am I to say no? The energy is so strong here. Here the to purify the body of the man. And I hear someone that answer now, then let me. No, I'm giving you the space. It's yours now. You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Then I knew that it's going to happen. Then let's talk about here. First of all, you can see a rolling stone. It's not of this tomb. It's from a different place. But you can hear the canal. And that lady from Philippines, you can see the canal. That's for the rolling stone. And I knew that I have to go out because she is talking with his family or friends here or there. Then she's more important than me. Then here it is, the cross. Now, usually at the time of Jesus, people actually been buried in niches. And there you can see three niches or three beds. What will happen to the fourth one, if it's a family tomb? Then they will open the oldest niche. They will take the bones out and they will put it in small boxes like that. And this is an ossuary. And, just next to the tomb, there's a storeroom for that. And I will be able to bury. Look how beautiful it is. Yes. Leave now the beautiful garden of the garden tomb, and we know that the garden was very close, and it's very important for you to see it now, and that's why I started here, mainly because the garden was very close to the crucifixion place, which is that way. And according to the book of John, it was next to each other. We can see that it's a rich man garden, and you can see the wine press, and there's a water system here as well. Now, if you want to see a video of the garden tomb, before I took a video for Mick, I took a long video about every part in that garden, but that is mainly for show you the way. How are you? Ashevach Lael. And it's so good to see groups here. Hallelujah for that. He is amazing. Thank you very much, and don't worry, I know my limits.
Very good. Welcome.
You're welcome. Thank you very much. Bye bye. We just came from there. That street leads us to the garden tomb, and we know that the garden tomb is outside the wall. And here it is. We are outside the wall of the city. In front of you, you can see Damascus Gate. Look how beautiful is that gate. With a rain cloud. We might have rain. It's might be the second day of raining this year, but I'm talking about a few drops, if it will rain. Then, in that case, you can see the northern wall of the city, and Mick, I'm with you. We are following Mick today, and if you want to know how to do that for yourself, a relic or souvenir that's been blessed in Jerusalem, go to my description, and you will find the link for Buy Me Coffee, and there you will find all the information about it. It can be not only a cross. Yesterday I did it with a big statue of Saint Michael, the archangel. The wall is from the 16th century, but it's based on an old wall. The Crusader, for example, actually entered through here, and down there, and we will see it in about a minute, there is an arch of victory, triumph, arch of Adrian. Caesar Adrian, 2nd century, 135 AD. That shows you that it was outside. And in the 19th century, some of the Protestants actually saved the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, which is right there. It's not so far away from here. It's inside the city. It's actually in the center of the city. And it cannot be the correct place because Jews cannot be buried inside the city. And we know that the Bible mentioned it as well. Then in that case, they started to look for a place that looked like a Golgotha, and that is the garden tomb that I just left. It's a beautiful example of it. The question that I can ask is the tomb of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre was outside or not outside the wall of the city? Because you must understand that what you're looking at is a city, let's say 2,000 years after Jesus ascended into heaven. Then it's a little bit different than that. If we talked about the arch, here it is in front of you. This was built for Adrian, and Adrian changed the name of of Jerusalem to Aliyah Capitolina. No one remembered that name now, because everyone used the word Jerusalem, but he changed the name of Israel to Palestine. Now we know what is the second name of Israel. Now let's enter today to the city through Damascus Gate. I was waiting outside for like half an hour because it looks like there's a important prayer at Al-Aqsa Mosque. It was so crowded, too crowded. But look how beautiful it is. Look at the blue sky, and look at the fruit and the vegetables that the saleswomen are selling here and there. You find it all over, and look at the beautiful doors here and there. Now, as gate, usually build it against enemies that you cannot go straight. You have to turn left and then to turn right. Not easy. A little bit crowded, but 10 minutes ago it was unbelievably crowded. Chocolate and sweets, socks, lots of vegetables. You know, it's not a touristic area then. It's mostly for local people. I was planning to take the long way to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. Remember, it's a tour between two churches. Oh, two tombs of Jesus. Sorry, the Garden tomb is not a church. And it was important for me to start it from there to show you how beautiful it is and to take you back to the days of Jesus, because the Church of the Holy Sepulchre looks like a church. Very holy, very beautiful, but the authentic of 2,000 years ago is not there anymore. I don't know if I mentioned nothing. Which usually the question will be which is the one that you believe that it is the church. All right. Let me go there. And I know exactly which way I'm going to take. There are two ways that I could choose. The left one, but look how crowded it is because the people are going to the mosque, to Al-Aqsa Mosque. And it's too crowded. And I will take the main road who will take us faster to the church. So people are buying falafel. They have an amazing falafel. Really a good one. Look at the pita bread bakery. Oh, so many kind of olives and pickles. It is crowded, but less crowded than the other. And it's totally not touristic. Now, about the name of the road. This is the main road from 2nd century until now. And the Romans call it the Cardo with C. The heart of the city, cardiologic. Mentioned in so many places, and some of the Via Dolorosa way is on the way. And we will see some of the stations, and I will explain about it when we reach there. I'll try to take the shade part because the sun now is in our eyes. Sweets. I love sweets. Mick, we are following you today. Oh, sweets. You can understand that I love sweets. Oh, someone is eating. There's lots of food here, lots of smell, good smell. I'm starving.
لا لا بالك
Hello. Hello.
Oh, sorry. Look like sausages. Totally not touristic, and this is the beautiful part of Jerusalem. Without all those tourist shops, then you feel like an Arabic country, maybe in the big bazaar of Istanbul, and in a way you're right. It looks like it. And don't forget that the Ottomans conquer that place for 400 years. If you like it, I don't. Tomato and fish. This is my nightmare. But the smell of the restaurants here are amazing. Look at the herbs. And there's one place that you must adore. But let's see that I didn't miss it. Of a shop of herbs. I think I see it. I'm walking slowly because my tours are mainly of the daily life of Jerusalem and Israel. Here it is. Look at the pyramid of herb. I really love that shop. I mean, it takes them hours to build it. Muslim chanting, Muslim prayers. Oh. Is it beautiful or not? Until we will reach the Via Dolorosa, which is now, and we'll ask you if it's okay by you to subscribe my channel. And in the description, you will find more information about how to connect me, to talk with me, to ask me questions. And at the link of Buy Me Coffee, there's information about how to deal with it, to buy, I can buy for you something. Can be anything that connected to Judaism and Christianity, and bless it and take a video of it, which is the difference of it, and then I will send it to you. And this is for Mick, 7th station of the cross, because this is still crowded. Let me stand up. This is hand as the bit, which is the Cardo, and we are standing here at the Via Dolorosa street. Here it will be less crowded for me to talk. Jesus walked from there. He reached the 6th station of the Via Dolorosa, and that's where Saint Veronic cleaned his face. He was sweating. And let me tell you, it's October now, and it's quite good weather, but still humid. And I'm not sweating, but I feel it. Then he walked through here. When he reached that gate, according to most of the Christians, that was one of the options, one of the gates that he went out of the city. Then the street that we actually used, the Cardo, was outside the city at the time of Jesus. Remember, there's a gap of more than 2,000 years. Then at the 7th station, he fell for the 2nd time. It's important to tell you that, because if If you're a Protestant, I'm not sure that you know about the Via Dolorosa. There are 14 stations that, according to the Catholic, Jesus walked with his cross on. Some of them are in the Bible, some of them are not. I do have beautiful videos of it. I'm not going into that idea, if it's true or not, or why they added it, but they did it. The idea of the misery of Christ, misery of his mother, was on the way. It's kind of a nice marketing for every group that walking here with a cross. And let's see, now it's empty. Walking with a cross on them. And the idea is to feel that agony. I mean, he did it for us. From here it's 5 minutes to the main entrance of the church, but I think you know me, I cannot go straight to the church. I want to show you another part of it. It's usually the unknown part of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. Look at the halva, look at the sesame sweets. So tasty. Oh. It looks like an ambulance, but it's not. Look at that. It's against the law to do that, but he did it. And always look for him, and then you will know how to climb to the church. This is the unknown part of the church. Church of the Holy Sepulchre, at the 4th century, started from here. That's the entrance to the atrium. Today the church is less than half. And this is the cat square. Why? Because usually the salesmen are throwing the garbage here, and the cat smells it. Look how that cat looks like, and I will say it again. Someone wrote me a message that he saw the cats in my videos, and his daughter used to laugh at that and say, "Holy cats chasing holy mouse." Lovely, isn't it? Now that is the gap between the Muslim quarter, which is right there, to the Christian quarter. We are already at the Christian quarter. Remember, that was part of the church at the 4th century. More cats. What you can see here is the 2 domes of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. Wait a minute. From here it's even better. You must understand that Jesus wasn't crucified in the church. The church was built by St. Helen 300 years after that. They opened the gates for the first time at 335 AD. So empty here, huh? Compared to the Cardo. And we are welcome you into the Coptic part of the church. Look how beautiful it is. This is the ninth station of the Via Dolorosa. That's where he fell for the third time. And we are already at the roof of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. Usually here you can see big crosses, and Catholic groups are walking with a cross until here, but then they're entering into Orthodox places. St. Anthony Coptic Monastery, Coptic Egyptian, which is still closed for the one who asked me. There's a water system here that I really want to take a video of it, but because of coronavirus it is closed. What is open now is the Ethiopian part of the church. And welcome to Ethiopia. And as you can understand, I'm the only one here. And the sun is with me. It used to be owned by the German Crusaders, 12th century. You can see the remains of the arches right there and there. And look at the beautiful village and the monk there. Ethiopian monk. According to the Ethiopian, amazing, isn't it? That tree, olive tree, is the tree that Abraham almost sacrificed Isaac on it. And you can see how beautiful he is. That Ethiopian village, the monks are living there. There's a lot of debates about that place, who owned that place, but that is true to all over the church. It was owned by the Ethiopians, and then the Egyptians took it, and then now it's owned by the Ethiopians. Lots of problems. I'm not going into that political issue. But look how beautiful are those doors. When my daughter, when she was a child, used to stand there, she felt like she is Gulliver, the giant person. Now she is giant. The two churches here. The first are the four animals. The other one is St. Michael, and owned by the Ethiopians. The Ethiopian believes that they are a creation of a meeting between Queen Shiva, hello dear Kitty, and King Solomon. And they believe that the Ten Commandments, the Ark of the Covenant, are there as well in the city of Aksum. You will see a beautiful painting on the wall of the meeting between Queen Shiva and King Solomon, but I will try to be as quiet as I can, and of course Amika will bless the cross for you. That was the language of Gez language, the Ethiopian language. This is the second church of St. Michael. And welcome to the second option of the tomb of Jesus. This is the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. I think most of you already knows it. Yesterday I was here and took a long video of 15 minutes or something like that. Then today I'm not talking only about the Golgotha, the tomb itself. Sadly, I cannot go into the tomb with a camera, but I will talk about the tomb, and then later on, I will bless that cross into the tomb. Happily, there's no line now. Then most of the structure that you see here are from the Crusader time. That church owned by everyone: Catholic, Greek Orthodox, Armenian, Copts, Syrianic Church. You got the message. The Golgotha, according to their church, is on top of it, and those ladies are actually climbing on. That's where they purified the body of Christ after he died. But we are heading to the tomb. Most of the people are speaking Hebrew, then Israeli tourists, and this is the tomb of Jesus. As you can see, there's no line now. The tomb is not all Damascus, and because they are speaking, I will let them go first, but I will talk about the tomb there. Right here. The structure is not old. It's from the 19th century. Because before that it had been destroyed by the Christian himself. It was burned down. The dome, rotunda, fell on the Adicola, the structure of the tomb, and destroyed. And this is new, and it was renovated a few years ago, then it looks $1 million, I must say. But I want to show you that that place used to be cemetery area as well. Then let's go into that unknown chapel. We know that Jesus got his tomb that no one used before from Joseph of Arimathea in both sides, garden tomb in here. And in his garden we found Jewish tombs from the time of Jesus. Then, remember I think we talked about the niches. They used to bury the people, and then they put the bones in the small ossuary. Then that's how the Jews used to be buried. Now, if Jesus got Joseph of Arimathea tomb that no one used before, then we believe that he built himself another tomb for his family. Then let's just bless it for a minute. And we will continue. הם נכנסו לפה.
תזהרו.
כן, תזהרו, נכון. תזהרו כאן כן. This is the Israeli group. And the lady said, is that owned by the Ethiopians? Is that owned by Ethiopians? No. Now it was owned by the Syrianic Church. And now it's owned by the Armenian. This is the structure. You can see there where the candle is. This is the first chapel of the angels who took care that no one will steal the body of Christ. The light is from the holy fire that every year, according to Greek Orthodox and Armenians, enter through the sky straight to the tomb. And all the candles were lit, are still lit from there. And the second place, that's where the woman is taking a picture, although it's not really allowed, is the structure of the tomb. And soon after I will finish taking that video, I will enter to bless it there. Before that, I want to bless it in another place, which is important for me, and then we will say goodbye. But I want you to, let's follow to a very important place. And now we will talk about church, the meaning of the church, and the meaning of the garden, the tomb garden. It's actually the same, and we will summarize the story of what's happened there or here. That's a Golgotha, which is a skull hill, Calvary, and that's where Jesus was crucified. And again, I do have so many videos of it. Then look for it. They are now living in the Golgotha, and after he died, they purified him as they purified every Jew, and they put a shroud around him. You can see the mother next to him, Mary, and that's Mary Magdalene holding her hair. That's how we recognize Mary. She is always, you can always see the hair of her. And John, the disciples, how do I know that it's John? Because he's got no beard, and he is the youngest one, the beloved one, and Nakdimon, and Joseph of Arimathea. Why I'm talking about that? Oh, and this is the tomb, remember? We saw now the tomb of Joseph of Arimathea, and it looks almost like that. Why I'm talking about it? Because that stone is where Jesus' body was laid and purified. I'm talking about that one. Then in that case, there's a lot of oil here, and I want to bless it just like they blessed it as well on that place. Oh, the smell is amazing. Now what left me to do is to say goodbye, and then Mick, I will go to the tomb to bless it, and then I will send it to you. And then thank you for watching that video, and don't forget to subscribe me. Thank you.